He's a board-certified immigration law expert, Frank Symphorien-Saavedra. He's an immigrant himself. Frank came from Venezuela to the U.S. at the age of 11. Great to have you, Frank, on this story. Your reaction to the judge temporarily blocking the Trump administration order?
Well, I certainly think it was expected. The government's reasons for terminating Harvard's, student exchange program participation, I mean, is really very much thin and clearly retaliatory. So it's pretty much expected. I mean, not to mention that, violates the First Amendment, Administrative Procedures Act, as well as, all sorts of constitutional violations. So this was pretty much clear cut from the outset.
But the litigation will continue, right? So this is going to take years, perhaps, to wind its way through the court. Under this decision, foreign students are going to be forced to transfer or lose their legal status in the U.S. Now, that may have been put on hold, but would you really take a chance if you're a foreign student coming to the United States to go to a university whose head is on the chopping block, even if you think at the end of the day the axe isn't going to fall?
Yeah, and that's the concern. And I think that's what Harvard moved so quickly on this, right? I mean, I think the issue, they filed a lawsuit, I think in less than 24 hours from when the government announced its decision. So because they know that this is going to certainly have a chilling effect on the number of students that enroll at Harvard, and we can certainly expect that it's going to affect their bottom line. At the same time, if I'm a student, Harvard is a major institution, and I think it's obviously one of the most prestigious universities we have in this country. And I have tremendous ability to fight the government on these issues, and not to mention the fact that, in my opinion, legally speaking, they're standing on very strong ground. And the reality is that this assault is not just against Harvard. As we know, there's a nationwide injunction for other actions that the administration has been taking against individual students in terminating their CVIS and program participation as a result of any sort of contact or allegation of agreeing with with the situation or disagreeing with the government's action in Israel. And so I think obviously it fits within that broader pattern. I don't know that if I'm a student that I necessarily feel comfortable in any other institution at this moment. And so at least if you're going to Harvard, which has one of the largest endowments in the country, that they're going to be ready for a fight against the government, and they're going to be standing on the right side of the law, in my opinion.
How about one of the schools in the country? I'm sure this is a pretty big discussion within the classroom right now. There's a hearing in this case on Tuesday. What do you think we can expect, Frank?
I think we can expect that the temporary injunction is going to be extended. Obviously, the government is going to present its arguments. I think it's very difficult to articulate what those arguments are when the facts really don't support the government's position in many ways. I think it's going to be extremely challenging for the government lawyers to proceed and advocate on behalf of the government. And I think the judge is probably going to extend this injunction indefinitely in favor of Harvard.
Frank Symphorien-Saavedra, thank you so much for weighing in, Frank.
Thanks for having me.